The crown has often weighed heavily on the brow of Artemyss Silverchord, the leader of the Xylonis flock. Orphaned at the hands of a vampire assassins when she was 5 years old, she was raised by her uncle Aristeus and her minotaur protector Asterion. This regal warrior has spent a lifetime training to protect her people and uphold her family's legacy. Leading her faction and serving as queen have given Artemis a wisdom that belies her young age. And although she is tough and has been hardened by battle, her vibrant optimism and her vision of a world free of war and despair remain an inspiration to all. Today at the Rabbit's Den, we are going to take a closer look at Mythic Legion's Artemyss Silverchord. Welcome back, everyone, to the Rabbit's Den. I'm your host, Marco, aka Rabbit, and today in the den, we have here this gorgeous figure from our guys from the Four Horsemen Studios and their Mythic Legion line. Now, I know some of you old Mythic fans out there are probably thinking, hey, Rabbit, that's a very old figure. And you know what? I know. And I know Artemyss right here was part of a 2017 Kickstarter that they did for Mythic Legions. Now, back then I wasn't collecting Mythics yet, but I am very familiar with Four Horsemen Studios since the 90s. Now, since I was late in acquiring this figure, and I think I only got her, I would say, 2 years ago, and I know I'm barely doing a review, only because there is a brand new version of her that I'll probably do another unboxing review for. I don't see a lot of video reviews for this version, so I say why not? I just feel like I want to showcase this version 1 of Artemyss since we've been seeing a lot of growth in the Mythic Legion fandom. So with that said, let's take a look at this figure. Now I know I said in the beginning that Artemyss is part of the Xylonis flock, which is a race of elves and fairies that has close connection to nature and animals. So when they need those beastly animals to help them in battle, they're always there for them. Now, starting off with that face sculpt, which is beautifully done, you can see those stunning green eyes, which I love, favorite color of eyes. And it's highlighted by her purple makeup with her lips and her eyelids. Now, looking at her headdress, made out of antlers, and this is very pliable plastic, so even though it's probably safe when you drop it, I'll still be careful. It does make her look very regal, and I'm loving that. Now, turning her around, you can see her long hair just draping down her back, beautifully braided with this gold trims. Not quite sure what they're called. Loops, ends, tips, but definitely loving that. Now, turning her back around, going down her armor right here, sleeveless, beautifully painted in gold, and intricate details down the center, which looks like it's painted in rose gold. Now, along with that, it's all highlighted in purple, matching obviously her lipstick and makeup. Now, looking at her arm, beautifully sculpted gauntlet with the same gold color and purple highlights. And then down her legs, she does have this soft good um, cape, robe. I'm not quite sure. She does have this plastic pliable cover in the front. As you can see down her legs, maybe dark green, black tights, golden knee pads, and then her boots painted in brown along with the shin guards. And yeah, I love the styling of this figure. So yes, this is clearly a stunning figure. Definitely a queen that you would work for and serve.
We're not worthy!
Now let's look at her articulation. Starting with the head, it's on a ball joint. You could look left, right, pretty much 360 if you want to. But the long hair does hinder looking up, so you can't quite look up on her. You can look down that much. Now in arms, you can definitely do a T pose. Elbows, single jointed with a twist. Arms again, you can pretty much rotate 360. There is twist on the gauntlet and on the wrist, twist on the wrist, and a hinge. Now, this type of figure is what they call a 2.0 figure, which is basically skinnier version of their 1.0 version, and it does have a torso cut where you can pretty much, oops, it just came off. Well, since we're in here, you can see that the middle section is just a giant peg where you can just peg it back in. And obviously you can twist it on that side. But as far as the torso, going back to it, there's a twist on it. Not much ab crunch because it is limiting by that peg in there. Going down her legs, she can do the splits, hindered by the armor right here. There is thigh cut, single jointed knees with, it does have a twist. You can twist it in there. Going down to her ankles, you can go up, down, left, right, pretty much go all the way around. And she does have ankle rock. Now, let's go check out her accessories. Now, for accessories, she does come with 3 I'm not quite sure what they're called, wing adapters. So you can peg wings in here. 3 different ones. I think this specific one is for weapons, but these are definitely, if you can see, these are for bigger wings, smaller wings, and I'll show you how that's used later on. She does come with this elvish sword, beautifully painted, silver for the blade and gold in the handle with the same matching purple pearl or gem on the sword. She has the basic, not quite sure if this is the long sword because there is longer ones. So I'm just going to call this just her basic sword.
You basic.
Same paint, silver, basic gold handle and guard. And she does come with a separate arrow with purple quills, and a, not quite sure what, a quiver with a bouquet of arrows in there. They're not removable, so they're standard. And a clip on the back where you can clip it on her belt. Speaking of belt, she does come with the standard Mythic Legion belt. And lastly, you can't have an arrow without her bow. And just look at this thing. This thing is amazing. Made out of deer antlers with gold hooks, I guess, and a green handle, which definitely matches her attire. And the best part is it comes with a rubber string so you can actually draw it back and it can shoot an arrow. I mean, not literally, but you can definitely make great poses with that. Now, lastly, as I mentioned earlier, this figure does come with wings. And this is where we're going to use the back adapter for, or wing adapter. So give me a second and let me install them. Here we go. I've installed her fairy wings and she is gorgeous. Now, this is made out of hard plastic. It looks like it's see-through purple. I'm not quite sure if it has glitter on it, but it does make her very, very back heavy. But I think since it's about even with her legs, I think she's able to stand with them. But it does make her back heavy. As you can see, the hair kind of gets in the way, and from design, you just have to go over it. Which I guess looking from the front is not bad, but definitely it looks like a bulky thing from the back. So yeah, I definitely love this figure. I don't think you can buy it right now at the Source Horsemen store or the Four Horsemen store. You can buy her aftermarket, but you might have to pay a hefty price. Let me put her back in the stand and see if she's gonna stand by herself. Just have to adjust the ankles and legs. Maybe if there you go. I had to lower the wings to balance with her feet. Ugh. This is not working with me. There you go. Well, there you have it, folks. My figure review for Mythic Legion's Artemyss Silverchord. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys like it. If you did, make sure you hit that like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and definitely hit that bell notification so you guys can get notified for my future videos. As far as social media, if you guys enjoy toy photography, which I also do, you guys could find me on Instagram at the Rabbit's Den Collectibles, and each word has an underscore between them. So, with that said, in behalf of Artemyss Silverchord, this is Rabbit, and I'll see you next time on the Rabbit's Den. Peace.